My goodness, look at how beautiful the skies are right now. Do you see that? Like, also, the moon is very visible from here, which is kind of cool. Greetings everyone, my name is Real Ambitious, and welcome to the last video of the month of January 2026. Now I'm splitting this video into two parts. The first part is where I'm going to explain the loopholes that I found, and the second part is where I'm going to explain the changes that I've made or the things I've added. Because as I have mentioned in my first attempt of trying to complete the 1 year consistency challenge, which is this month of January, I only got to like day 25 where I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna reset the day counter because I have found loopholes, which I've mentioned in like the day 4 to day 6 video. You should go watch that, by the way. In that video, I have explained this thought that maybe this is just unfair if I was to just keep on doing this because it feels like I'm not telling the whole truth of what I'm doing. So there are 3 loopholes that I found so far, and if I find more, I'm pretty much just going to patch them again, but we'll just have to see if I ever get to find more. The first loophole that I found is the fact that I don't really have to finish the college work that I do every single day, because if you don't remember, the paper only says do at least one college work related activity if there is any, not finish at least one college work related activity. This also means that I have been counting the days where I don't finish the activity that I'm supposed to do, instead just leave it for future me to do. Now this may seem like it's cheating, which it kinda is, because I could pretty much just keep on doing this and keep leaving the work that I'm supposed to do today for future me. Now this choice actually came to mind after I realized something, and I'm going to emphasize this one word as much as I can, because you have to understand. Let's say, okay, I'm going to give you an example. I have 5 college work activities given to me this week. Let's say in Monday, I was given 2 tasks, so I only have to do 1, and I have to do the second one on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, I was given 2 more tasks, so I try to do 2 tasks. The one that was given to me on Monday, and one of the 2 that was given to me on Tuesday. So that leaves another task for me to do on Wednesday. But let's say that on Wednesday, I was given a project that is due, let's say, next week. So I'm gonna have to make progress on that and also do the task that me from Tuesday had left behind. Now here's the catch. On Wednesday, I'm also given another task, which means now I have 1 task and 1 project. So I have to make progress on 1 project and 1 task. Now, let's say on Thursday, I was not given any more activities. So I just complete the 1 task given to me on Wednesday. Oh wait, this is Wednesday, this is Thursday. Okay, so I only have the task from Wednesday and the project from Wednesday left to do. Now, I do the task from Wednesday, and this means that the only thing left for me to do is the project, which I could not finish in 1 sitting. And even if, let's say I could do that, what if there will come a time where I will be given more than 1 project? How am I gonna do that? Do I just sacrifice my social life in exchange for just more editing time? More filming time? We all know that's not gonna work either. I tried to do that, but it's just not gonna work out. Unless I'm super dedicated to this, where I'm just not gonna straight up talk to anyone and I'm going to just rush home every single time after class ends. There's just no way to pull it off. The second loophole that I found is the fact that if I was to just fail to show you how much time I've slept, I will not lose any Z points. But I will also not gain any Z points unless I do side quests that day. Which again, is cheating, because logically speaking, this mistake deserves a punishment or at least a penalty. The last loophole that I found is the fact that I could pretty much just do whatever the frick I want if I just don't complete a day. For example, I have finished day 14, which means I have done my college work and also my workouts, but on day 15, let's say I did not do my college work, but I did do my workouts, meaning it's not finished. So, what I would do is I would either spin the punishment wheel or spend the skip ticket that I have. There's always those 2 options, which I'm not going to take away the freedom of choosing between those 2, because that's not the loophole that I found. The loophole that I found is, let's say I don't want to just accept the effect of the punishment wheel. So I'm just going to use the skip ticket that I have to negate the effect of the punishment wheel. What this means is that if I was to spin the punishment wheel and it says I have to reset the day counter, I could just completely ignore that and use the skip ticket, which I'm also not going to remove the feature of, and I'm going to explain that right now. I could do that, okay? Because guess what? The skip tickets are getting buffed. We are now at the section of the video where I will explain the changes that I've made. So if you've skipped to this, that's also fine. First off, the skip tickets. If you don't remember, the only explanation I gave for it is this. They are pretty much self-explanatory. It allows me to just not do anything for 1 or 2 days. And I mean, I don't have to do daily quests, side quests, extra quests, or special quests whatsoever. Which means it's not really an expanded upon feature at all. So, I'm going to add these things. The skip ticket can now negate the effect of the punishment wheel, even if it lands on the reset day counter. The skip ticket also resets the Z points back to 0 if it was to go to the negatives. However, the daily quests must still be completed that day. Now onto the better reward system. For every college work activity I actually finish, I will be rewarded 10 extra Z points, and for every project that I finish, I will be rewarded an extra 20 Z points. Lastly, the penalties. If I was to fail to show how much I've slept, 100 Z points will be taken away from me. If I was to fail to show how much M's I have, I will lose 30 M's. It might not seem like a lot, but trust me, with my luck of getting 75 M's most of the time, and I am spending at least 100 M's every single day I'm in college, I am gonna get absolutely cooked. Not anymore past me, because I have now recently decided to just add more M's to every slice of the prize wheel. So now the prize wheel looks something like this. Very nice. The jackpot still hasn't changed though. There's only a 1 in 100 chance for future me to land this. The fact that I landed it twice this January is insane. Knowing that I only spun it like 19 times. So yeah, that's crazy, am I right? Anyways, back to you. Oh, and here's more. If ever the money that I could spend, which I have simplified to M's, reaches 0 and I still keep spending money, for every M I spend, I will lose 2 Z points. And here's another added penalty on top of it. If ever I reach negative numbers on the Z points, the day counter resets. Something has to balance out the skip tickets, right? Plus, because I am also removing the reset day counter from the punishment wheel after 6 months, so it's only fair that this penalty stays here at least. And lastly, the meanest punishment of them all is if I was to lose track of any of this game's currencies, the M's or the Z points, they will reset back to 0. Not both of them, of course not, because that's too mean. If I was to just lose track of how many Z points I have, I will have 0 Z points again. However, if I was to lose track of the M's that I have, the same thing will happen. I will just simply lose all my M's and it will simply reset back to 0. Also, just to share, that I've actually lost the file that stores the visuals of the shop, meaning I could never really come back to it, and there will be no more door opening behind me. At the game shop. Let's check it out. Which means I'm just gonna have to rebuild all of it or find the file so that I could come back to the shop. So yeah, you might see a door opening there soon. I don't really know, I can't really tell because the future is unpredictable. Tomorrow will always remain uncertain. So let's both enjoy every day that we are given. Anyways, it's now raining a lot, so I'm gonna conclude the video here, and the dogs are just barking non-stop. It's getting so annoying. So yeah, I'll be seeing you next time. Peace out. Goodbye. Look at this, look at this. This is pretty much what I prepared here. I'm just gonna show this at the end, after the outro, so that you could also see.